Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Just popping on here for another wonderful episode of You Got It, Sweat Thoughts. I don't know why I do that. It's just weird. Okay, so just finished up some cardio outside. I got a late start to the day, but I still crushed it. And the thing that kept popping in my mind today was a well-intended comment that was dropped on one of my posts that really didn't mean what I'm going to talk to you about, but it kind of took my thoughts in this direction, so I'll explain. This past weekend, Andrew and I went to a restaurant. We went to a Mexican restaurant, and like I've been processing with you, I'm being really honest with you. Like, this is the queen of tacos. I love tacos. I love chips and salsa. I could eat Mexican food every single day. And when I got to the end of, my second round, really I think it was the first round, but especially the second round of Shift Shop, I started, asking questions like, what is this going to look like long term for me? Because we had that cheat day, like in between round 1 and round 2, and that left me feeling horrible, and then I had to take that horrible into the workout the next day. It was kind of like natural consequences where I realized, oh gosh, when you really do eat super clean, your body makes a physical shift, and so you go back to what you think are those foods that you absolutely love, and they wind up making you feel completely sick. And so you're like, well, I don't want to feel that way. I mean, I felt horrible for like 15 hours. So, just kind of processing through, like, my energy is at an all-time high. My diet is super on point and clean. Like, I feel great. And with hypothyroid, like, energy is typically at a premium. And so I started to ask myself, like, what is my relationship with this? Like, what's maintenance mode for me? And I started asking questions like, am I going to, I used to have nightly glasses, not nightly, but like every few nights a week, I'd have some wine after dinner. And that was gone while doing the test group, and all the junk food was gone while doing the test group. So, you ask yourself, you're like, well, shoot, man, what does this look like for me going forward? Like, I don't have those cravings anymore, so it's not like I desire that stuff, and I love the energy. I certainly love the muscles. So it's like, what am I going to go backwards? Like, that just feels like, no, I don't want to go backwards. So, we've been having these conversations, so I promise I'll get to my point. I'm just kind of rambling because I'm tired, but, we went to New Orleans, and I didn't, want to have, like, I had a glass of champagne going into a celebration, but that was really it. And I had another glass of wine at a function, but like, that was it. I just didn't want anything more than that. And I ate clean, as clean as you can in New Orleans. Holy cow, that's hard. And so anyway, we got back here, and these are the things that we're just kind of processing through and figuring out as we go along. It's not that I don't love wine, and there's no judgment in that. It's that my body has made like this complete shift to where, like, if I have more than a glass, you guys, I feel sick. I feel really sick. So it's just kind of a natural progression, which, I share that with you because my fear in making that shift permanent, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I honestly feared judgment. Because, when you go into social settings, like, there's all that kind of peer pressure, right? Like, how come you're not having another glass of wine? Or don't you want a glass of wine? Or here, have the chips and salsa. Or how come you're not enjoying some cupcakes? Or, what's up with that? And it's not that I don't, like, will never or don't want to. It's that my body has made this shift, and that's hard for people to understand, right? If they haven't done that for their lives. And so, my unrealistic fear, I mean, people understand once you explain, but you kind of stand out, right? You're like, you're the oddball. So I had to ask myself, am I okay being the oddball in social situations, going for the sparkling water with lime instead of, a glass of wine or whatever? And how am I going to handle kind of like the social pressure to join in, right? Like, we all have those office moments where they bring in the cupcakes and people like try to pawn food off on you, and they give you peer pressure, like, don't you want one? I mean, like, it's ridiculous, right? And you're like, did I not just tell you that I am trying to eat healthier, and you're in here with like 9 donuts trying to make me pick which one's my favorite? Why do that? I don't know. But, we went to a Mexican restaurant this weekend, and they bring out the chips and salsa. And I'm looking at the chips, and I'm like, well, I definitely want some of that awesome tableside guacamole. Yay, healthy fat. And I'm like, but I just don't want to blow. Like, I want to enjoy my tacos. I saved up, kind of planned the day to make sure that I could enjoy my carbs with the tacos, guilt-free or whatever. And not completely blow the day. So I didn't want to, do the chips. And so I asked the waiter, hey, can you bring us some sliced veggies, like cucumbers, or do you have some carrots or anything? We don't want the chips, we want some vegetables. And sure enough, they brought us 2 lovely cucumbers all sliced up. It was the most, I know y'all are like, what? You didn't eat the chips? You guys, it was so delicious. We had it with the guacamole. It was like these little hors d'oeuvre things. And the best part about it, we felt so good. We felt satisfied. And so we posted a picture of the cucumbers and the salsa and the guacamole on social media, and someone was like, that's too hardcore for me. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I don't want anyone to feel bad for reaching for the chips and salsa. I'm just showing you, when I tell you can make a shift in your life, I ain't playing. Taco queen right here. It just was one of those things where I just processed through. I'm like, oh man, am I putting out there this unintending persona that I'm too crazy and too hardcore and too extreme? And no, here's what I've kind of reconciled is that, even the Bible tells us that we should be set apart. We should stand out for something, right? We shouldn't just be like everyone else. And so the best thing I can do is just in a very grace-filled, authentic way, model the changes that God has brought into my life, in my relationship with food, in my relationship even with alcohol, in my social settings, in my confidence, in my passion and vision. And so, am I never going to enjoy those things? Well, of course not. Everything's in moderation. But, it's okay to show that these shifts are actually sticking, right? Isn't that the whole point? I've done so many other programs where I've gone all in for 3 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever it is, right? Go all in, on point nutrition, and then I slowly but surely backslide into those bad habits. I call it kind of the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time I'm on track and kind of monitoring things, 20%, just in eating the cookie and indulging. Well, that's how I got the before picture heading into Shift Shop, right? Was kind of I didn't fully make the shift. I didn't fully change my relationship. I didn't fully change my heart or my thinking in the process of changing my lifestyle. I had come about 80% of the way, right? But I hadn't fully changed. And so I think that, as we make lifestyle changes, we have to be mindful that it takes courage to kind of live these healthier choices out in the world, because they are not common, right? But you weren't designed to be common. You weren't designed to be a carbon copy of the person next to you. You weren't designed to go to the lowest common denominator in life. You are designed to rise above, to be set apart. You are designed for great things. And so why are we playing it safe? Why are we trying to fit in with everyone? We should be standing out. And so I know that's kind of a roundabout weird way, but that's just what I'm thinking about today, is that, it's okay to stand out. And when people tell you, oh man, I can't believe you're resisting the cupcake. I can't believe that you chose cucumbers over chips. I can't believe that you're not having some wine with us tonight. What's the problem? You just have to be so full of grace and so full of love, and know that you are actually demonstrating what's possible in the world. You are actually shining a light that you are more powerful than food. You are more powerful than laziness. You are more powerful than quitting. You are demonstrating something that this world absolutely needs. And so while it stands out, while it feels like a sore thumb, I want you to shift your thinking and know, you are shining. You're shining a light. you're showing them what's possible. And I feel like at the end of the day, I talk to my challengers about this all the time, we're not here for ourselves anyway, right? We're here for the betterment and the benefit of someone else. So I just wanted to share that with you today, that even, I know it sounds strange, that even someone like me could feel fear and judgment and, awkward in social situations, but it's true. Those are the things that are just kind of playing out through my mind. But what God's kind of working on my heart about is that, Joy, you're enough. You're enough. It doesn't matter what the heck you're eating. It doesn't matter the workouts you're doing. It doesn't matter, what you're striving for or what you're trying to accomplish. Like, you're enough in all situations. And so let me strip away all of those, tools, all those things that you used to put in substitution of just authentically standing in who you are. Let me strip all those things away and show you that you're loved, that you're enough, and that I'm stronger in you than all of it. So those are my sweat thoughts today. I hope it brings you some encouragement, and know that He has started a great work in you, and He is not gonna let go until it is complete. So even if you quit yesterday, doesn't matter. Like, He's showing up today and He's telling you, okay, get back at it. Just so you know, we are at day 10 of our first round of challengers, Shift Shop challengers. They are doing awesome. And so we are doing progress pics and measurements today. We are starting up our next Shift Shop group in August. I'm already finalizing challengers, and so if you missed out on the first round, it's time to jump in. So you can comment below, you can message me, you can reach out, and we will get you the details about how to plug in. But it's life-changing. It's absolutely life-changing in so many more ways than physically. So many more. So anyway, I think everyone should go through this experience, and I hope you do too. All right, that's it. Signing off. Gonna go take a shower. As you can tell, I absolutely need one. Love you guys.